Hello kids, wish you all the best. Let me welcome you to the second day of our geography class. Hope you all have watched the first portion of our class. Okay, let us continue the chapter with the topic natural environment. It includes every type of natural resources like water, air, plants, land and animal. And in the last year, we have studied some different terms in order to identify all these natural resources like water, air, land, etc. Land is denoted here as lithosphere. It is a Greek word that we have studied in the last year. That means lithos is a Greek word which means stone. So lithosphere stands for solid crust or the hard top layer of the earth, and it is also full of rocks and minerals, and the topmost area will be covered with a thin layer of soil also. And this lithosphere contains different types of landforms like mountains, plateaus, plains, valleys, etc. And these landforms can be found not in the continent or in the land top alone, it can be found in the ocean floor also. So lithosphere is a domain that provides us forest, grassland for grazing or land for agriculture or for our own settlement, etc. And it is contained different types of mineral also. Just like lithosphere, here we have another word called hydrosphere. From this also we can identify the origin of the word hydrosphere is from Greek word hydr, which means water. So every type of water found on the land surface or on this earth is called or it is a part of hydrosphere. Every kind of water bodies just like rivers or lakes or ponds or ocean etc. comes in the category or comes in the term of hydrosphere. Atmosphere is also a part of our environment, which means the thin layer of air that surrounds the earth. And the word atmosphere also came from Greek language, that is atmos means vapor. This atmosphere protects us from every type of harmful rays or scorching heat of the sun, and it is consist of number of gases including oxygen, argon, carbon dioxide or many, and dust and water vapor also is a part of hydrosphere. The changes in the hydrosphere produces changes in the weather or climatic condition also. So natural environment consists of lithosphere, atmosphere and hydrosphere. But along with these three, a combination of these three major domains together where life is possible, that can be considered as another important sphere as a part of natural environment, that is known as biosphere. It is a narrow zone of the earth where water, land and air interact, or lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere interact with each other in order to support life. That area is known as biosphere. And we know that in order to live on this nature or on this land, we need to get, or every type of living organism need to get the support of water, air and land together. And every type of plants and animals or human being also depends on our immediate or our so close surroundings. So the relation between the living organism as well as the relation between the organism and its surrounding is together called ecosystem. That means the interaction between the organism and the nearby surrounding is known as ecosystem. So wherever different type of living organisms are depending each other for their daily needs, that is an ecosystem. And wherever these biomes or different types of living organism and its nearby surrounding also interact each other or supporting each other, that also can be considered as an ecosystem. So a large rainforest or a grassland or a desert or mountains or valleys, even a pond or a lake also can be an example for ecosystem, because in a large rainforest hundreds of varieties of species of living organisms are depending on the nearby forest for their daily needs. And in a lake or in a river or in an ocean also, varieties of living beings are depending on the water or in the aquatic life together in order to create or in order to have a comfortable life. So wherever there is an interaction between living organisms and the surrounding going on, that is called ecosystem. So children, as we studied about the environment and its two major components like natural environment and human environment, let us just brief one more point called human made environment also is there. That means in order to make the life of man so comfortable, lots of different types of materials or products or buildings etc. will be constructed by man. Everything or all such items or all such products or all such materials or all such constructions are very useful for human in order to make his life comfortable. So everything made by man in order to make his life so easy also can be a part of environment, that is known as human made environment. So schools, colleges, hospitals, parks, roads, bridges or monuments etc. can be considered as a part of human made environment. So kids, let us wind up our chapter as it is so small that we studied about what is environment, and the word environment itself is a foreign word that is came from French language, and the French word is environner and it means neighborhood. So a so comfortable or a so suitable term itself, that is environment stands for neighborhood. So our environment is very important for every type of human life or every other living organism, and we studied about the two important parts of environment just like natural environment and human environment, and we studied about lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere and biosphere as a part of natural environment, and human also is so special where he is adapted to his own natural surroundings once, but now we are modifying everything for our own satisfaction. So all this makes our life comfortable. And we studied one more thing, that the every type of living organisms and the relation between living organisms and the other nature or the so common or so immediate nature is known as an ecosystem also. So children, hope you all could understand these points very well. So keep study well, keep updated. Thank you. Have a nice day.